So what's up? So this one's gonna be about OJ Simpson on Twitter, and some people are trolling and saying whatever. I'm like, he's entitled to say uh, what he feels he wants to say, you know. And not everybody thinks he did it. I know I'm one of them, and I'll stand by that forever on that. Not any fanboy or nothing like that about him, because I used to cringe about his TV analyst and his over the topness, bopping his head and all that other stuff he did. And his movies were comical because he wasn't much of an actor. But the thing is this: the man should be able to go on with his life, and if he wants to talk on Twitter, more power to him. And I look forward to hearing some of the things he has to say. Um, I stand the thought that people want to try to ostracize him when uh, we got more pressing issues, and you know. Um, You're entitled to what you want to think, but there's a segment that wants to shut things down when they don't feel that they can't make money off you, because that's basically what it is. But I welcome to listen to his Twitter. I welcome to see what he has to say and where he's at this stage in his life as a father, and what he's gone through. And all the money that's been made, that's been pimped off of his name with that lousy ESPN garbage documentary, and um, that loaded story of OJ garbage song that Jay-Z did. I mean, um, it's so one-sided. And I will say this: I sometimes I watch different sports shows, and I don't find much of nothing that I agree with someone like Jason Whitlock at all, because I think he tap dances a lot on these shows. But he did bring up a valid point about O.J. Simpson, which is true. A lot of people, especially African American athletes, are trying to go out of their way, and there's a difference between trying to being down and being down. And see, Colin Kaepernick really is down because he didn't gave up everything. He got black ball, white ball, any ball you want to call it. He's playing no ball. But a lot of them be acting and perpetrating a fraud. But this is a counteract towards what OJ was like, because OJ, and I didn't like it per se. However, I understood from his perspective. His perspective is this: he sold and crossed over in a time when black athletes, he was really that big. He was, revisionist history will tell you differently, but he was the juice. He was bigger than Dr. J in the 70s. He was bigger than Walter Payton. He was bigger than Sugar Ray Leonard. He was bigger than almost any baseball player you could mention. And he was, depending on where you were, bigger than Ali even, or as big. He's bigger than Reggie Jackson back in the day. Just talking about his peer cords in different sports. So there have been a systematic way to trying to undo, but the appeal was there. He was respected for his athletic prowess, and he had charismatic and personality. So, it all depends how you work. But anyway, him on Twitter could be interesting. And as far as him saying he's setting the record straight and talking about the fake YouTube, I mean, not the YouTube, but the fake Twitter spots, he just wants it to come out his mouth and speak his piece. And I have no problem with that whatsoever, because he should be able to. No one knows his thoughts better than him, and no one knows his feelings better than him. And I ain't got no problem with it. You know, I'm tired of the Goldmans. I'll tell you that. I really am, because I think Fred Goldman and them are just opportunists who are just milking it and going off, and they keep going on trying to show their faces all in these videos, all on these TVs. No, tired of hearing them. He hasn't really had a chance to speak on his own take. You know, I didn't believe what happened in LA. I'm cool with it not guilty, because a lot of stuff didn't add up. It was a dumb mark move on his part in Vegas, but he still got treated. He got treated like a old brother. Like they let it be known how they felt about him. That was a setup there, and you got to be hip. And I think this time in his life, he realized he's a black man. He woke up. They wake you up here. Believe that. But anyway, I ain't got no problem with OJ doing Twitter. He should be able to have a forum to. There's a lot of interesting things because as a sports fan, growing up in Buffalo and being a Bills fan, I want to know his top 10 Bills players and um, football. And it's out just his social outlook, how life has changed with the technology and how he's visualizing his concepts and so many and so forth. So it should be interesting. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. He should have that forum to speak. A lot of others do believe that. And there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, that's my take about OJ Simpson going to Twitter. He should be able to talk and speak his piece. People don't like it or they're gonna troll. They're not gonna hurt his feelings one way or the other. At this stage, what can you say to him that he ain't already heard? He been through it both ways. Black and white with it. Alright, that's my take on OJ on Twitter. Feel free to leave your comments, hit the subscribe and the bell ring. It's a new video. I'm out. Peace.